Hello everyone. So in today's lecture, we will deal with the addressing modes of 8086 microprocessor. 8086 microprocessor have different addressing modes. Let's say there are 8 addressing modes. Okay, and those 8 addressing modes are immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, index addressing mode, register relative addressing mode, base index addressing mode, and relative base index addressing mode. Okay, so we will deal with all these 8 addressing modes one by one. Let's begin with the immediate addressing mode. In case of immediate addressing mode, the address is directly, that means when you are writing an instruction, for example, if an instruction is written like this, move AX0005H, that means you are directly giving the data in the instruction itself. So this is called immediate addressing mode, when the data, immediate data, is the part of the instruction. Okay, so that clears you. But always remember one thing, there are different ways of writing the instructions. For example, if you are writing move AX005H, this is right. But always remember, if the instruction is like this, move GS0050H, I'm taking this one. Okay, then remember that this kind of instruction is not at all possible, because you cannot move the immediate data directly to any segment register. Remember this thing, okay, because I already told you what the segment register means. So you can send it to some general purpose registers, and from there you can move it to the segment registers. But in case of segment register, you cannot move the immediate data. You can move it through some registers and other types. Our next instruction is direct addressing mode. Now, I'm sorry, next addressing mode is direct addressing mode. In the direct addressing mode, we actually get the address directly in the instruction. That means, suppose you are writing move AX 5000H. Okay, remember this thing. Now, in case of 8086, your data will also be of 16-bit, whereas you have to give the address also here, because you are writing an offset address first. Okay, so that offset address will also be given in 16 bits only, where which in hexadecimal can be converted into 4 digits. Okay, so if you are writing move AX 5000H, what does it mean? Do you really think this is a direct addressing mode? No, this is not a direct addressing mode. This is the example of immediate addressing mode, which I told you right now. You can check it from here. Move AX, and then if you're writing any with this 4-digit number, that means you are actually writing the immediate data. So remember one thing, just to find out whether it is a data or a address, offset address. Remember, you have to keep this 4-digit number, 4 hexadecimal number, into a bracket. Okay, that now shows that this is not a data, this is an offset address. Okay, so now you are here, you can say that this offset address is moved directly to AX register. Okay, so this is called direct addressing mode. You can check from here. Effective address is 10H into DS plus 5000H. Now, why we have taken DS here? If you remember, I told you that all the offset addresses are actually related to some kind of segment registers. Okay, for example, if we are taking the DS, then what should be the default segment register in case of DS? It should be SI. Okay, and for ES it is DI. Remember this thing. Okay, so when you are taking DS, then the next should be an offset address. Offset address you got from here, which is saved in AX register, multiplied by 10 and get the effective address. Next is register addressing mode. Now in register addressing mode, we are transferring the value from one register to another register. Okay, for example, it's written here move AX and BX. Now move AX, BX, you can also write it in terms of any other, like move BX, comma CX. That means now CX will work as a source register, and whereas BX will be the destination register. And here you are actually transferring the data from CX to BX register. That means from source to destination register. Remember, you have just one thing, that all registers except IP may be used in this mode. That means you cannot use the IP register. You can use any other register. For example, you can use all the pointers and index registers. Which are those pointers and index registers? SPBP, SI, and DI. Okay, so this is called register addressing mode, where you are transferring the data from one register to another register. Here comes the register indirect addressing mode. Now you have to learn this thing very carefully. In this case also, you are transferring the data from one register to another register, but here now the data or the offset address that you are sending should not be in a direct mode. That means you are not sending it in directly. Okay, you will send it in a indirect mode. For example, I'm telling you, suppose it is written move AX comma BX. Now BX is a register which contains some value, which is, you can say, let us suppose 5000. Okay, so BX is having this 5000 H as data. If you write anything in this particular bracket, it shows that this value is not in data, it is an address, it is an offset address. Okay, so now this 5000 become an offset address. So what the microprocessor will do, they will first check the BX register. BX is having the value 5000H. Now they know that this BX is in the bracket, so this is square bracket, so that means now the value, this 5000 is in a square bracket, and that means that this is an offset address. Okay, remember this thing. So now they will take this as an offset address and not as a data. Now you are transferring an offset address to AX register from here to here. Now because this is the source register and this is the destination register, so this is how it happens. Now effective address is 10H DS plus BX. Again the formula is same, and instead of offset address, so you will write here as what? As BX. BX will be taken here as an offset address. The value, the data which is saved in BX register will now be considered as an offset address. This here comes index addressing mode. Now indexed addressing mode clearly indicates that we are using the index register here for the offset addresses. So for offset address, if you are using index registers, that means you are using SI and DI. Okay, and what will be the default segment register for SI will be DS. Okay, remember this thing, because right now I told you if you are using DS, it should be SI. If you are using ES, it should be DI. The default segment registers for SI and DI are this. Remember. So now the instruction is like move AX and SI. That means you have to move the value of SI. SI is in bracket. That means the data which is stored in SI register, it may be a 3050H. Okay, now this will be considered as offset address, and you have to move this value, that is 3050, into AX register. And how you will calculate the address? Again the same formula, effective address is 10H into DS plus SI. Now here we have taken again DS because the default register is SI here, default offset register. The index register we can call it because offset, because they actually carry the offset addresses. So this is called index addressing mode. In case of index addressing mode, always remember the source, the register, there should be a index register. Either it is SI, it can be DI also. Okay, and if you are writing the instruction like move AX comma, and then you are using DI, so that clearly indicates that when you are finding the effective address. In that case, you have to multiply the value of ES, 10 into ES plus DI. This should be the way you can actually tell. Okay, remember this thing. Next comes register relative addressing mode. Now what register relative addressing mode means? See, we have register also here, and we have some relative value. That means it makes in register addressing mode. Now in this case of addressing mode, there is a data available. That means we will give a data as an offset address. That can be an 8-bit data, that can be a 16-bit data, and actually that data is used to displace the offset address. That means the offset address that we have, it should be displaced by that number, that 8-bit or 16-bit number which we have in the instruction. For example, you can see here, the example is given here, move AX comma 50H BX. Now we already know that if BX is in a square bracket, that shows that this is the offset value. But now we have one more value which is 50H, which actually shows that this offset should be displaced by this number, this 8-bit or 16-bit number. Here it is 8-bit number. So you have to actually add this 50 into the offset address which is contained by the BX register. Remember, and register relative addressing mode means that you are not using any pointer or index register. You are using a general purpose register here for the offset address. That means you are using BX. You can use AX, you can use DX, okay, anything you can use here, and it should contain an offset address. So now what it will become effective, what the effective address, how you can calculate it, 10 into DS, okay, default segment register here is data segment, then plus you can call whatever the value is there in the BX will be taken as an offset address, and plus 50. 50 is the relative value which is actually given here in the instruction. So this is called register relative addressing mode, because in this you are adding that relative value, that value which actually displays the offset address by that particular number. So BX, the offset address will be displaced by 50 now. Next comes base indexed addressing mode. Base indexed addressing mode, that means first of all there is a base register, because before that we have taken as register relative. So now we have a base register. Now we will have an index register as the name suggests. So remember, now we will going to have two offset addresses which will be multiplexed together, or you can say add together to make the to get the actual offset address here. Now you can see here the effective address of the data is formed in this addressing mode by adding the content of the base register. Now base registers here can be BX or BP, because there are two base registers. BX is the base register, general purpose register, whereas BP is the base pointer. Okay, and you will add this to the index address. Now that index register can be SI or DI. Remember, to complete the offset address. Now in this case, what will going to be happen? You can add BX plus SI, and then you will give this to the effective address. If I say that 10 into DS plus offset address plus offset values there, whereas offset means what? You are using BX also here, and you are using SI also here. Remember, so now to get the offset address, you have to add the values of two registers, base registers and index registers. Remember this thing. This completes base index addressing mode. Next is relative base index addressing mode, and this is the last addressing mode of 86 microprocessor. Now remember here, there are three words. Relative, that means some 8-bit or a 16-bit value will be given to you in the instruction itself, okay, and you have to displace that, you have to displace the offset address by this number. Then comes base. Now base again shows that you have a base register. It can be BX, it can be BP. Then indexed. Index means again you will have an index register. It can be SI, it can be DI. Addressing mode. So here, what makes an offset address complete? One index register, the value which is there in an index register, the value which is there in one base register, plus some relative value which can be anything. So when you add all these things, and you get the offset address. Remember, okay. So done. Let's come to the example. We have the example here. Move AX comma. First of all, we have relative. So remember, the word relative means you will have some value. It can be an 8-bit, it can be a 60-bit. Then we have BX register. Then we have SI register. Okay. So that means Just check it from here. BX register, you will add the offset value. Let us suppose we have BX is equals to 2000H. Okay, so if BX is in bracket, that means 2000 will be in a bracket and it will become a what? It will become an offset address. Let us suppose the value of SI is 1050. Okay, so the value of SI is this. Then comes 50, a relative value which is 50. So what is the answer now? You first of all, you have to add all these things. That means 2000 plus 1050 plus 50. Okay, now add all this and what you will get? 0013. 3100 is your offset address. And what you will do, you will take the effective address. Let us suppose, if I'm telling you here how to find it out, DS is 5000. Remember? So if you are multiplying it by DS, 10 into DS plus offset. How to make an offset? You know that 10 into 5000 plus, while adding all this, because this completes your effective address. See, this completes your effective address and now your effective address is 3100. So just write 3100 here and what you will get. Okay, I'm sorry, this is multiplication. Remember this thing. It becomes 50000. Am I right? Yes. Plus 3100. And now the answer is 53100H. So you get the final effective address like this. Okay. So remember, in case of relative base index addressing mode, you are using the some relative value. Then you are using the value which is present in the base register. Then you are using the value which is present in the index register. And then you will finally find the offset address. Just similar to same way you will use the base and index register. Now here also I would just like to tell you, suppose the value of BX, we have again taken it here as 2000 and the value of SI is taken as again 1050. So what will be the complete value of an offset? It will be 0503050. Okay, and again if I say that the value of DS is 5000. Okay, so what will be the effective address as per this particular formula? 10 into 5000 will become 50,000 and plus 3050. So your effective address will turn out to be 53050H. So this is how we find the addressing modes. This is how we find the effective address. And just remember, with the help of addressing modes means they have formed the addresses on the basis of how many how it can be actually addressed, how many the way you can address it. So this completes the addressing modes of 8086. Now take care. Bye bye. We will meet in the next lecture.